another one.
So, took a counteroffer and now I'm miserable. So, I was offered a really good job doing what I love. So, I put in my 2 weeks in my current job, then they countered my whole, but they countered my offer with a whole list of promises and benefits that I was entitled to. After thinking about it, I decided to stay with this job solely for the health benefits. The job isn't fulfilling at all. Nothing they promised me has happened, and I'm bored out of my mind practically every day until Friday when I get absolutely swamped with work. I have no real interest in moving around there as I'm not a car guy. I'm just a detail. What? All right. Wait a second. I think I've been bamboozled and hoodwinked. I did not expect that I was going to get to this part that you're not a car guy, you're just a detailer. I thought we were going to be like, a little bit, okay, my bad. Not judging, right? I dread going in every day, but I desperately need health insurance. I didn't know car detailers had like benefits and stuff like that. This is news to me. All right. So I also still have the keys to the other job as I think they knew this would come and I would be back to sign up for their job. What the hell should I do? Should I suck it up and stick it out? Or should I move on before it kills my mental health? Well, this took a twist that I wasn't expecting. So, I don't even know what to tell this person because I was not expecting this job to be a detailer. So, I guess I would say let's start the timer. And I would say, if you I would wonder what was the other job that you I'm just stuck on this that I didn't know that detailing jobs offered benefits like insurance and all that type of stuff. Like I'm totally baffled by this. But is there okay. So let's just take the detailing job away from this a little bit because that is throwing me off for a major loop. I don't even know how to answer this question. All right. So what I've always read, which and please chat, feel free to disagree with me on this, but I've always heard that you should never accept the counteroffer. Now, there's going to be some different situations but it's going to be if you're solely leaving because of compensation and stuff like that, maybe. But I've always heard that you shouldn't accept a counteroffer because if they could make you that counteroffer, why did they have to wait for you to get to the point of leaving in order to make you that counteroffer? Because now you're all in an awkward situation and stuff like that where it's like, all right, they know that it's like, can it be taken as a threat? I mean, I've known some people who accepted counteroffers and then they stayed and stuff like that, and it worked out perfectly fine. But I've always heard that you shouldn't accept counteroffers, and a lot of times when you get ready to leave, it's not normally just solely because of compensation and stuff like that. I mean, you might be getting better benefits and stuff like that. You might really enjoy the job. But you get made an offer that you can't refuse. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse, right? But I don't know. I remember when I was leaving a company and it wasn't because, all right, I'll tell you the truth. All right. So listen up. I wasn't really looking, but I was getting a little bit somewhat annoyed with some of the things that were happening in our team, and the way that's like some people were acting and stuff like that, and like how like things couldn't be like it couldn't focus. It was shifting, and I was like, but I wasn't really looking to leave. I wasn't really looking to leave, right? But then, so I got an email, and they said, "Oh, we got this job," and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not really thinking about it. And then they sent another email, and it's like, and the job was like $30K more. I'm like, oh, okay, well, if you're gonna talk dirty to me, right, I'll entertain it and see what's going on. And went through the whole process. Ended up leaving. But when I'm leaving, you put your 2 weeks notice in and stuff like that. those 2 week notices, oh my God, you have to go through constant days of people trying to get you to stay and change your mind and all this type of stuff. And it's like like for me at least, when I accept something, it's like it's really hard for me to go back and change on it, right? So it's like, and they're like, oh, this and that. What can we do? What can we do? How much? How much? How much? And I'm like, there's no way that you're gonna give me the amount of money they're giving me, But it's like it has to get to that point. But then the other thing is like the real reason that you're leaving, if it's not because of money, if it's like because of like, structures and stuff like that, the way that the team operates, and it's like, uh, and I'm like, yeah, but I'll get more money, but nothing's gonna change. So I'm still gonna have to be doing like every little thing and babysitting a whole bunch of people. And I'm like, it's not worth it. And just thinking about like, hey, about the counter offers. Now, if you go in and you stay and you end up in this situation, well, not this situation because, I'm not a detailer, I pay close attention to details, but I am not a detailer. And I'm like, it's not going to really work out to my benefit. And now let's say you do accept the counter offer, right? And you get more money and stuff like that. And they promise you benefits. Let's say you do get the benefits. But now once it rolls around for, your annual increase or whatever, are they going to say, "Oh, well, we already like paid you a whole bunch of money. There's not really much you're going to get." So, and that's why the common thought in tech is about 2 to 4 years. You stay at a company, and if you haven't significantly leveled up in those 2 to 4 years, then it's time to start looking elsewhere. Because a lot of times in tech, the raise comes from another company. That's where you get your raise. Now, some companies, they can be very good at working with that, but from what I've seen, the majority is another company's going to offer you the bag and you're going to jump over. I've seen people who have left a company to go to another company, and they come back to that company for way more money, right? Because they were at, let's throw out a number. Let's say they were at 60,000 for a company, right? Now they leave to go to another company where they're at 90,000, and now they come back to this company where they're at like 120,000. So they just doubled their salary by leaving and coming back. Now it might be a turnaround of like 5 years in that process, but I'm pretty sure if they were to stay at the company for 5 years, unless they got a significant promotion, there was no way they were going to get from 60 to 120 in that same role for the next 6 years. So what do? Well, try to find a way out. You were able to do it the first time to find your dream job. I wonder what that dream job was, but try to do it again. If you could do it once, then you can definitely do it again. You can definitely do it again. All right. All righty then. So that was our second question of the night.
They say they want success, but they don't put in the time. Promises unkept, all this wasted energy's a crime. People with their eyes wide shut, just playing their part. But when it comes to commitment, they ain't got the heart. Tell me, what's the point of dreaming big if you don't try? Why don't you wake up, get your dreams in line? You can't keep on waiting, 'cause it's your time to shine. Don't let the darkness cloud the path that you own. If you want success, then you gotta make it home. I see the potential in them, but they don't understand. Only chasing shadows, never stepping on the land. Words are just reflections, but actions tell the tale. When you want the prize, you gotta break the veil. Success is a road, but oh, it ain't a free ride. Why don't you wake up, get your dreams in line? You can't keep on waiting, 'cause it's your time to shine. lies.